Hello everybody, welcome back to the Temple Owls Dynasty. We're here in week 5 and you may have noticed no recap. We're just going to go ahead and forget about the week 4 game and look ahead to this week's game versus Army. So this is our last game of the homestand. We had a 3-game homestand. Finishing off here, we're 0-2 so far and hoping to turn things around. But before we get into that, we've got some recruiting to do, and I did get some notifications that were not the most exciting. Philip Okoro, our 3rd prospect on the board, has locked us out as he has committed to Virginia. Unfortunately, he was one of the guys we were targeting and really dumping some hours into. We can now spend those hours elsewhere, but we did lose out on a good guard. In addition, cornerback Matt DeGear has locked us out as he has committed to Virginia as well. So 2 of our top prospects going to Virginia, although we did take points out of Matt DeGear to put them elsewhere. So that's not the worst thing in the world. Unfortunately, the points we had from him went into Okoro, so that didn't really work out. Outside linebacker Oscar Jones as well has committed to Rutgers, so it's another linebacker this time off the board. And the rest of our board is looking all right. So we will have 3 recruits to fill on our board, but for now everything else is looking okay. And Max Dugan's still number 1 for us, which is our main target. We've talked about him plenty, and he's going to be visiting actually this week versus Army. In our top 5, everybody's looking pretty safe to make it to the next round. I did notice our number 6 recruit here, Clint McBriar, actually hasn't been scouted yet, so we're going to go ahead and scout him. 89 strength, pretty solid. 89 impact blocking. He's an agile right guard, so you look for some solid impact blocking. Run block I usually look for with guards, but honestly a 77 lead block is pretty good, and then 75 mid to low 70s for run block finesse, not too bad. Plus 89 strength for an agile guard is really solid, so I like that. We'll go ahead, since we lost to Okoro, we'll send a scholarship to McBriar, and I don't know, I think we'll go with the 25 contact families and friends for now. And looking at our quarterbacks, we do have a good amount of influence on Bradley Crisp, but we've just moved into 3rd place, Rutgers and Western Kentucky ahead. I think what we'll do for now is add 10 more hours into him, hopefully give us that bump. I mean, we should certainly make it to the top 5 at least. I'm also going to offer a scholarship to Daniel Manziel and give him, we'll start with just 10 points. I really am interested in Chris first, but I do want to have a backup plan. Looking at running backs, we do have Artie Adams in 1st place right now. George Tam was another running back we were interested in. Pittsburgh's got a big lead. He's still just narrowing down to his top 5, but I think we could add more than 5 points, so let's add 10 more there. We added a wide receiver to the board last time, Robbie Mach. He has not been scouted yet, so we'll go ahead and scout him. I may not fully scout him, honestly, because, well, we only have to use 10 more. Let's go ahead and do it. 90 speed, 80 catching, 86 jump, and not the best route running with a 68 short route. I would like to see his mid and deep short route, or I'm sorry, mid and deep route running, but everything else is looking pretty solid. Like an 80s in catch and traffic and spectacular catch, really nice, and good speed. I like it overall, and we will go ahead and give him a scholarship and DM him. Right now, there's really no competition at all. Like, he's just still in his open phase, I believe. Or actually, he's in his top 8. So he must have just gone to top 8. But we're in 2nd. We haven't even done anything yet. And then we are looking to get a few more linebackers. We do have Dugan on the board, but not much else. I think I am going to offer a scholarship to McMullen. He's not my favorite recruit. I just don't love his 57 man coverage, 63 play recognition. But he's got good speed, good acceleration and pursuit. He's listed as a pass coverage linebacker, but I feel like he's more of a run stopper, to be completely honest. Although 72 tackle, maybe not. He may be a project and one I regret going for, but we'll go ahead and put 10 hours into him. And then finally, we do have Larry Wicks here. I'm going to go ahead and just offer him a scholarship without scouting him and put 10 hours in. We'll scout him next time. We can always take that stuff off or just remove him from the board completely, but just seeing a 2-star strong safety on our board, you kind of have to throw them something at this point. We need multiple strong safeties, and we just have the one in Devion Peel that we're looking to transition into a strong safety. So without that, if that doesn't work out, we have none. So we need to start scouting some. And we talked about needing linebackers. I added 3 targets to our 3 empty spots, and I added all middle linebackers. Unfortunately, as bad as strong safety is, outside linebacker might be just as bad. Only 1 star is available, and if you've seen 1-star recruits in this game, They're not usually worth even looking at. So we have a couple 3-stars here. Jace Yang is one of them. And we are in the top 8 just barely. So if we put any points into him, we probably should be fine. We also have Miles Burdick here. Same thing, we don't have any influence, but if we put any points in, we probably should be good there. And we also added 2-star recruit Caleb Bickerstaff, currently in 3rd, but plenty of time to go there. So that's going to do it for scouting. We've used up all our hours. I do like the top of our list. We've got some good guys here, and we're in good position to hopefully get some of these guys locked in. We also have Max Dugan coming here for a week 5 visit and Garrett McTire for a week 5 visit as well. So hopefully we can do well this game and make them interested in coming here. So taking a look at the Army Black Knights. They, I believe, run the triple option like Navy, who we have faced already. And they are currently at a 1-2 record and have very similar overalls in offense, defense, and just overall compared to Navy. So I think we should hopefully not have trouble with them this game, but I mean, based on our last 2 games, we will see. They are led in overall by running back Tyrell Robinson, and after running in the triple option, you will also have a fullback, Kanye Udo. He is 79 overall with good speed for a fullback and some good strength. I do not see a quarterback on the list, which is good for us. Their quarterback is Bryson Daly. He's an improviser. He's got some good speed, so again, running the triple option, if that's what they plan to do, they should have some good success with that there. One thing I'm noticing is not a lot of defensive players in the top of their list. They do have free safety Max DiDomencio. Hope I'm saying that right. And then they also have 2 middle linebackers, Brett Greena and Caleb Fortner, but not a lot on the line. They do have Kyle Lewis, but again, we're dipping into the mid to low 70s for some of these guys. So I think this should be an easy game. Hopefully a rebound game here for Temple. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Temple football, our last game of the homestand, hosting Army today. And they're coming out and ready to play. Your Temple Owls 1-0 in conference play so far, hoping to stay undefeated here at Lincoln Financial Field. So Temple's going to start kicking the ball off today. They'll get the ball at half. And that defense hoping to rebound after some tough games. Temple did have success their first game of the season versus a triple option team in Navy. We'll see how they do this week. And they're starting right away to the fullback. Gets a nice hole and rumbles ahead for the first down. That's Kanye Udo. So 1st and 10 from the 35 this time. And they'll hand it off. Great play there. The keeper by the quarterback, Bryson Daly, up ahead to the 49. So 2 good plays for Army starting off. Navy did not have quite as much success. I'm going to keep comparing them to Navy. But Temple's going to have to make some stops here. This time the handoff shut down. Good play there. Trey Thomas in there with Jamel Johnson. Temple stacking the box again. You'll see a lot of that today. As they'll hand it off, and 2 yards. They're down an 8 this time. We'll see if Army will go to the air for the first time. They will. Back to pass. And some pressure and taken down. That's Latrell Jean on the inside. I believe that's his first sack of the season. So 4th and 15 now, and Army will kick it away. Kick is up. It's a good one. Wright didn't have to move. And caught. And he makes a good move to the outside. He's got only the punter to beat, and he will breeze right by him. Dante Wright inside the 20, and high steps his way. A little taunt before he's in for the touchdown. So Dante Wright, he's having a very slow season on offense, but he takes the punt back for 6, and Temple goes up 7-0. So the kick is kneeled down after the kick return, punt return touchdown. And Army will come right back out. Nice little fake there, but they're going nowhere, just 2 yards. This is kind of how this Temple team has operated. Special teams and defense scoring a lot, offense not seeing a ton of the field. And then this time, the defense shutting them down. Woodbury Sr. in on the tackle. Now 3rd and 8. Army's going to have to probably go into the air again. Man in motion. And good blocking this time, but it's broken up. Good play there to knock it away. And Forrest Brock will maybe see the field this time. We'll see what Dante Wright thinks about that. They are going to punt it back to him, so he's going to get a chance again. This time taken down right away. So here comes Forrest Brock for the first time after that rough week 4. And he's coming out hoping to lead Temple to a victory. 1st and 10. Joquez Smith in motion. They'll swing it outside to him. And no block there. A loss of 3. So 2nd and 13 here for Forrest Brock and the Owls. Back to pass again. Swings it outside Joquez Smith again. He's got 2 catches for -2 yards. So 3rd and 12 here for Temple. They've got a long ways to go. Brock back to pass. And he's crushed. Nobody could get open. A slow developing play. And a 3 and out for the Temple offense. Punt is up and away, and it's a pretty good one. Oh, no, he's taken him down. I didn't see a fair catch sign. He probably should have expected it. But that's going to be 15 yards tacked on. So this time the special teams for Temple helping out Army. As they'll take it 1st and 10, running the option this time. And 3 yards. Kind of the issue with running the triple option here is you're getting 2-3 yards at a time a lot, except this time they will rumble ahead for about 15. Anya Udo, maybe they should keep giving him the ball. So 1st and 10 for Army here. They'll go right back to Udo, and he's crushed. Great play by Allen Hay. So 2nd and 11 now. The interior for Temple's got a big job today, and they have been doing a good job so far. This time it's the option, and he'll get about another 3 or 4 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. So facing these 3rd and a little bit longer plays for Army, it's going to be tough. This time good blocking, but no one open, and he breaks a tackle going to the outside. He cannot get the first down, though, and that's actually a sack. Keaton this time, he leads the team in tackles, I believe. And that ends the first quarter. Temple's got -2 passing yards. Army has 0 passing yards. I can't tell you the last time I've seen negative passing yards combined in a quarter. Here comes Temple. Let's see if they can have positive yardage this quarter. Brock hands off. It's Joquez Smith, his first carry of the day, and gets about 4. One thing I want to mention is I was planning on turning off roughing the kicker. There's been so many of them this season. They did patch that for field goals, but not for punts, so it's something I'm still keeping in mind. And back to pass over the middle, this time dropped by Clark, so 3rd and 6. I just feel like there's been so many plays already, and not just this series, but other ones I've played where it's big game-changing plays every game from roughing the punter. So I don't want that if it's going to seem unrealistic. But it's 3rd and 6 here for Forrest Brock and the Owls. Let's see what they can do. Over the middle, the pass is not good. It's picked off by Army, and they will have great field position. So the quarterback controversy continues as Forrest Brock throws an interception on not a very good pass, and he's still looking for some positive yardage. A good broken tackle and a first down. Not a first down, 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Wow. Couldn't get anywhere as Cameron Stewart bursted through the line. And here you go, another 3rd and not as long this time, but 6 yards is still somewhere to go when you haven't passed the ball much. Wow, they fake it and crushed and brought down, but he did get the ball off, and they will have a chance to kick. For as bad as Army's offense has looked, it's looked better than Temple's so far. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal. It's about 46 yards. Kick is up, and it is straight through. 3 points, and it's 7-3. Temple still leading. So now what do you do if you're Temple? I think one of the things that they need to look to do is run the ball a bit more. Obviously, quarterback play has been iffy, and that's what they'll do here on first down. Joquez Smith, but the block cannot hold, and they'll lose a yard. So 2nd and 11. Still not getting positive yardage. As Brock snaps it, we got a man in motion. It's a little jet pass. And Joquez Smith, a nice block. A good spin move, and Adams gets the first down. That was John Adams, the junior, on the play there. It's really interesting, the depth chart for wide receivers. We have like 5 guys that are all 72 or 71 overall. So there's really some positions up for grabs. As Brock snaps it. And he's got a man open, floats it to Clark this time, the leading receiver for Temple, and he will get a first down. Kind of an awkward play there, but Reese Clark made it work. And it's good to see Forrest Brock connecting some completions. So 1st and 10. This time a big hole. Joquez Smith. He had the first down. I think he cut back and lost a yard, but 2nd and inches now. So on to Army side of the field. Throw goes to Clark again, and he's got it. Reese Clark, 2 catches for 25 yards. And Temple finally looking like they're driving down the field as the 2-minute warning approaches. So 2 minutes to go here in Pennsylvania, and Forrest Brock looking to lead Temple on a touchdown drive. Man in motion. They will fake it. And he floats it. Oh my goodness. He had him beat. A really nice play, but just couldn't make the throw. So now 2nd and 10. Joquez Smith, he just missed him there. And we'll try to regroup here on 2nd. Brock back to pass. It's a screen. No blocking out ahead for Joquez Smith, and it's 3rd down. So they're definitely in field goal range here for Maddox Trujillo, a pretty solid kicker, although he's had a pretty rough start to the season. They'll look to get a first down here. As Brock is crushed, the routes took too long to develop, and they'll have to kick. So it's definitely not a gimme by any means. This is a tough kick, 50 yards. The wind kind of blowing back as well. Oh dear, that is not gonna work. So off the missed kick, Maddox Trujillo having a rough season. And Army will run the 2-minute drill. We'll see how that goes for them. He's back to pass early, the screen. Oh, he ran right by him, and he'll get 9. We'll call the timeout. Had him dead to rights there, but just missed. And actually get the first down. So 2 timeouts remaining for Army. They will fake it here. Throws it on the comeback route and 7 yards. And they'll hurry up to the line. Army with a chance to take the lead here before half. So 2nd and 3. Good blocking here. And they're going deep. He's got him. But a nice play broken up. Jalen Lewis, the sophomore cornerback this time with the breakup. Nice play there by Lewis. They had him beat. Now it's 3rd down. Slings it to the side. Great catch, diving out of bounds. 1st and 10. Benson, the 3rd on the play there. So another first down for Army as they'll come out. Looking to pass again. Connects for 7. And hurrying back to the line yet again. We got 43 seconds left on the clock. Still 2 timeouts. Plenty of time. Back to pass. Throws it to the side. He'll get about 4 and the first down. And they will use their 2nd timeout. So a bit of a methodical drive here. Collecting first down after first down for Army. But eventually they'll have to commit and throw to the end zone. As it's thrown another 7 yards. They're getting about 6 or 7 at a time. No timeout though. The clock is ticking. Flag it down as they get another couple of yards. Looks like maybe a hold here. And it's actually an ineligible receiver downfield. So that'll move them back a couple yards, just 5 I believe there. And the unfortunate part is it makes the field goal harder if they do need to kick. Just 20 seconds left. Back to pass, overthrew him. He had him there on the corner route. Now 16 seconds remain. Temple did kick off, so they will be receiving the ball at half. And it's 3rd and 8 here. Next gets a couple yards. It's 4th and 5. And wait, are they they're going for it. Oh, what is going on? Oh no. I don't know what just happened there. Temple completely froze. They ran the field goal unit out, and they were, instead of kicking, going for it. They had a timeout left. I'm not sure what the plan was there, but it was kind of a failure for both teams, as we have a extremely low scoring, low yardage half. Just a pretty gross affair for both sides on offense, and it's 7-3 Temple at half. So we're coming back out, and we will see who's there at quarterback. I wouldn't be shocked if they made the switch to Evan Simon. I mean, it's maybe a back and forth play with the hot hand. I don't know. But the return goes to the 22, and coming out is Forrest Brock still. We'll see what Temple can do here. No offensive scores in the first half. Here we go in the second half. Joquez Smith, 6 yards. You know, I mentioned earlier, I think if you're smart, you're going to hand the ball to Joquez Smith more than 3 times this half. Man in motion coming across. And it'll go back to Smith. He breaks a couple tackles and gets the first down. 5 for 28 here for Smith. And good blocking. Smith again. First down. If you can block like that, you're going to give it to him every time. So Smith checks out. Here comes Washington into the game. And they'll keep it on the ground. Why not when you can get 10 yards at a time? That's 11 there for Washington. Joquez Smith checks right back in. And they're running up the field. Breaks 1 tackle. Joquez Smith 4 this time. That's about 5 running plays in a row. Let's see if they make it 6 here on 2nd and 6. And they sure do. Joquez Smith breaks to the outside. Stiff arms. 1 goes out of bounds, and there's a flag. May have been a late hit there. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to call unnecessary roughness on the late hit. Temple will gladly take that, although I think it was a bit of a weak call. So now Temple offense moves into the red zone here. Slings it. Washington tries to juke, but he's taken down, no gain. So 2nd down and 10. Changing the play at the line here. We'll see what Temple's got in mind on 2nd and 10. Throw. Baines. Touchdown. Nice play. He made a good adjustment and gets in the end zone for the first offensive score of the game. Forrest Brock had a nice drive there, handing the ball off to the running backs. But they'll make it a 14-3 lead for Temple. So Temple gets their first offensive score, and a lot of running, but part of being a quarterback and is knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses. And you know what? Maybe you just have a guy that's going to be sort of a playmaker when he needs to be, but kind of just hand it off if he has to, if that works. And it did work on that drive. Oh, what a fake on 2nd and 12. And, oh, wow, rumbling forward. First down, Jalen Lewis, nice play. But I think that's part of what Temple's going to have to do going forward. They don't really have a star quarterback, so as the run, wow, he's got speed on the outside. He breaks forward for 9. But he's, you know, Evan and Forrest Brock are definitely just game manager type quarterbacks, I think, at this point. We can't expect too much more out of them. So if you're managing the game and winning the game, you got to be happy with that as they stop them. Yeah, it's 3rd and 1. And in motion. They hand it off, and he breaks free. What a play. Big gain for Army. Man, these triple option games can kind of be boring on defense. So they run it up the middle for the 50th time. Wow, they just can't stop him on this drive, though. A nice play, another 15 yards. You'd imagine that they would know that the run straight up the middle is coming, but I mean, they've only really handed it to Udo a few times, to be fair, as we are now in the 4th quarter, and Army, it's 11, so it's still a 2-score game. They've got the option to go for 2 if they score, as they'll hand it right back to Udo, and he'll take it up for 7. The thing is, when you're running the triple option, the clock is ticking. You're not really stopping it much. You're not getting out of bounds. They'll hand it right back to him and get nowhere. So they got everybody in close again. Let's see if they run the ball. It's 3rd and 3. They do hand it off. He goes nowhere yet again, and now let's see. They're gonna kick. They are not gonna kick. So Temple's gonna have to call a timeout here. This is the 2nd time where they've come out expecting a kick, and it is not a kick. Coach, what are you doing, man? They're running the flex bone. So Army comes out in the flex bone on 4th and 3. I don't really know if I agree with this decision when you just need 11, but it works out for them. They'll run the fake. Daly makes a nice throw, and it's 1st down. It would have almost made sense. I mean, if you kicked those 2 times, then it would be 9-14, but that doesn't help you too much. But at 6-14, at least you can go for 2 and score a touchdown later on. They're going to go for the touchdown now. And I mean, I guess you can't blame them. It's working out here. The thing you can't blame them for is that the clock is ticking. It's almost under 4 minutes already. They'll run the triple option this time, and he gets the first down, hit hard by Lewis, but they're on the 2-yard line. Again, the clock is ticking. They have to get scored twice. So Army from the 2 hands it off. Udo, touchdown. Army, their first of the day. Kanye Udo. It's the sophomore fullback, and they're going for 2. Makes sense. And they're going right back to Udo, and they saw it coming. Could not go anywhere. So Army, 9, Temple, 14. Here's the kick. Irvin will collect this one. Inside the 5. Actually, inside the 10, and he's got, oh my goodness, he ran straight ahead. What good blocking. He's going to take this one to the house. The second return touchdown of the game, and Temple may have just put this one out of reach. The extra point is no good. It's back to an 11-point game, but Xavier Irvin with the huge score. So Army coming out, they're gonna have to do something besides running the ball up the middle if they want a chance at this game. There's still it's still a 2-score game, 11-point game. And yeah, they're gonna have to throw the ball here. First pass is caught on the outside, first down. But man, we're gonna have to do something about Maddox Trujillo. I don't really know what we can do. Like, we just have one kicker on the roster, so I'm not really sure if there's much we can do, but man. As Trey Thomas comes rushing through and takes him down for the sack. Beautiful play, swam the defender, and beat him with speed for the 10-yard loss. Now 2nd and 20. Back to pass again, the check down. We got about 5, but it's 3rd and very long. So let's see what Army can do on 3rd and 15. Back to pass. Good blocking this time. They're going to check it down for another 3. I mean, you go for it here, but now it's 4th and 12. So a big play. This is going to end the game if they can't get it. And the throw is broken up. Honestly, threw it right to the safety. Actually, it's the cornerback, Torrey Richardson, it looks like. And that should just about do it here in Pennsylvania. Temple looking to secure their 2nd conference win. As Smith pushes forward for 5. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Great game for Temple. But honestly, again, it's the special teams and or defense. Wow, big tackle there, and they'll call timeout. It was really both today. Some good defense holding them to just 9 points so far. And the special teams with the 2 touchdowns. So 3rd and 7. And they are back to pass this time. And it's picked off. Oh no, just the worst nightmare. The linebacker, that looks like a lineman, dropped in coverage. And a terrible throw by Forrest Brock. He was there the whole time. That's Trey Sophia, the linebacker, but he looked more like an edge rusher. And Temple just gave them a chance. I don't know, man. I think you got to run the ball. Not sure what was happening there by Forrest Brock, but yikes. And now Army has a chance here. If they score a touchdown here, you know, it's probably still going to be tough for them, but definitely closer than they were. As, the quarterback gets taken down. What a play. That was Woodbury Sr., and it's 2nd and 21. The clock ticking down. Check down. That's all they can do, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 21. Coverage downfield has been excellent, and I'm not certain that their quarterback can even make a throw downfield like that anyway. And hit hard. It's picked off. That's Morton, the free safety, and he's got a lane to return it. He's just going to go out of bounds, and that should do it. Javier Morton with the pick. So the defense comes up big again, and that should seal the game. You may have noticed Evan Simon is checked into the game as Joquez Smith gets about 8 or 9. I'm doubting they're going to throw the ball at all. But Forrest Brock clearly cannot be trusted the rest of this game. So they're going to trust Evan Simon as Joquez Smith breaks outside. Gets another first down, and that should do it. So the Temple Owls get the victory. I don't know if it was a good victory. The offense, again, just kind of awkward. The 2 return touchdowns meant that they didn't have to run too many plays again. And Javier Morton gets the player of the game with the game-closing interception. So looking at some stats, there was just no offense. And it's, again, Temple with those return and defensive touchdowns. Their offense just hasn't run that many plays. Just 28 plays for Temple on offense. Army ran the ball 28 times. They ran 40 plays. So it's kind of interesting. Temple just won a game with 0 third down conversions. 0. And more turnovers. I don't know. Special teams wins you games, I guess. Looking at Forrest Brock, just 8 for 14, 1 touchdown and 2 picks. And he did get benched and only 45 passing yards. Running the ball, Joquez Smith had another good game. 6.1 yards per carry, 74 yards. And receiving, your leading receiver is Joquez Smith with -5 yards. I mean, when you're throwing for 49 yards, there's not much to go around. And Reese Clark had 2 catches for 25. By the way, where's your star receiver? Oh, there he is. Dante Wright, 2 punt returns. He had 1 for the touchdown. Didn't see a catch again. On defense, Trey Thomas, 4 more TFLs. He's been racking those up. He did get a sack, and it's nice to see some sacks. I think we had 1 sack combined in the first few games. So it's good to see Woodbury, Gene, Trey Thomas, and Andreas Keaton all racking up a sack. And Javier Morton had the big pick. So overall, 20-9, it's a good victory. Again, the defense coming out and playing strong. The special teams looks amazing, but our offense continues to falter. And I think going into the rest of these conference games, we may just need to change our identity to just being a run-first, run-heavy offense because the quarterback play has not been there. But with that being said, we will take our victory and go into next week with an undefeated conference record. So Temple picks up the victory, avoids the sweep on their homestand, and next week we will see UConn. They are 2-2, and they're going to be slightly better than us, I think, ranked-wise. So it may be a tougher game. Then we're going to be... Actually, that's not conference play. I thought it would be more conference play, but I guess not. But then after the UConn game, we'll see a lot of conference games to end out the season. Some tough ones like Tulane, UTSA, North Texas, all tougher teams, I feel, in the conference. Florida Atlantic, not as tough, but there is going to be some difficult games, so we'll see how the Temple Owls handle it. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so for more Temple Owls football and to get those notifications on when new videos are posted. Thank you so much again, guys, and I will see you later. Goodbye.